This is Alexander Cross, Criminal Defense with Law Offices of Cross & Associates. If you'd like to learn more about criminal defense, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Law Offices of Cross & Associates. So we received an interesting inquiry here on our YouTube channel. This has to do with, as he wants to know, can the victim withdraw my charges? Criminal attorney, Palo Alto. Accused of a crime, Palo Alto. Domestic violence, Palo Alto. Let's see here. So, I was arrested for domestic violence, and my girlfriend wants to withdraw the charges so that I could go back to the house. How can you do that? Well, she can't. The victim in a criminal case, not in a civil case. In a criminal case, the victim cannot withdraw charges. The victim does not choose whether or not to file charges. That's 100% up to the DA, and the DA will not do that if they believe that they have enough to convince the jury that you committed the offense. Now, the victim could say, well, the victim could tell the DA, it didn't really happen, I lied. Well, the DA could believe the victim or not. Now, when the victim tries to change the story, the victim gets put in a dilemma, obviously. Because if the victim changes the story, especially once the court case is proceeding, the obvious question to ask the victim is, well, are you lying now or are you lying before? The reason is because if you're lying now, the victim doesn't want to testify to a lie because she could get charged with perjury. And if she lied before, she lied to the police and she could get in trouble for making a false report. So it really puts the victim in a dilemma to change the story, so to speak. But no, the victim does not have the right, nor does she have the ability to drop charges. Now, if the goal is for you to live in the same house, the victim can go to court at your arraignment date and she can talk to the judge to get something called a peaceful contact order as opposed to a no contact order. And if the judge is willing to give her that peaceful contact order, you and the victim could live in the same house. Of course, the criminal case is still going to proceed, but you have to not have any arguments, including verbal arguments. Any arguments will result in that order getting pulled and you could potentially get arrested. So you got to be careful with that. Regardless, if you'd like to learn more about criminal defense, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Law Offices of Cross & Associates. But if you've been accused of a crime and need representation in court, give us a call at 1-800-862-7677. Once again, 1-800-862-7677. On our next video, we're going to be discussing the case of somebody who was arrested for loitering in a residential area. Criminal attorney, Palo Alto. Domestic violence attorney, Palo Alto. Restraining order, Palo Alto.